Hello everyone. This is Nambernan, and today we'll be doing a live commentary of Devin versus One True Lycan. So, this is the Bo3 for Monotype Premier League, or MPL for short, and the first generation for this week is going to be Gen 6 Monotype. So, taking a look at the teams here, we have Water versus, looks like Hyper Offensive Flying. That could be Bounds Flying, actually, because of Zapdos and Skarmory, and Aerodactyl could be Mega. I don't know why I thought that was HO at first, but okay. And also Devin has Rainwater, so obviously I think One True Lycan is the favorite player of the two, but I feel like Rain has a good matchup against this archetype of flying, due to the fact that Kingdra just kind of clicks buttons against the entire type. So because of that, I'm going to say that Devin might have the win here if he plays properly. But, as we all know, MPL is known for some crazy games. So, without further ado, let's take a look at these leads. So, Seismitoad's kind of a safe lead because it kind of beats out Aerodactyl if that came in. It also beats out Skarmory. Depending on the set of Zapdos, I don't think Zapdos did too much to it. Not that Devin can really do much about Toxic plus Discharge, so that kind of gives me, so that probably alludes to Lycan probably not being that set. It's possible he still is and he just decided not to lead that for whatever reason, but, and there's also, actually never mind. Seismitoad probably outsped his Zapdos. I'm not sure if Zapdos' outspeed Heatrans in this metagame, but yeah, they both click knockoff. Seismitoad loses its leftovers, so I think that means it's a defensive Seismitoad, and not the Rain version. So yeah, Zapdos definitely would have outsped, but she wouldn't have known that because Rain obviously still runs Seismitoad for obvious reasons. So rocks are now up. Skarmory is in though, so he can probably defog here. He clicks Toxic on the progressive play. Very good on Devin's part, in the Lycan's part. Let me just disable this real quick. Rotom clicks Volt Switch, which is a pretty decent play, I guess, because if Lando came in, well, actually he is Toxic, so if he put in Lando, he kind of wasted some HP on Rotom. But I guess Volt Switch is still kind of a safe play because you don't really want to be making big plays at this point of the game. Yeah, Skarmory clicks Roost. I guess he predicted the Volt Switch. Either that or the Hydro Pump. Keldeo is now in. Keldeo, if it specs, it probably kills Skarmory here and probably like claims one. But that's assuming it specs, and most likely his Kingdra is specs. I don't really know what his Keldeo is in particular. It could be Scarf, most likely. Don't really know for sure. Also, that's definitely Mega Sharpedo, because you don't run regular Sharpedo ever on water. That's looking like specs, most likely. Let's see. Hopefully Devin doesn't misplay here and put in Sharpedo. Actually, no, you never go Sharpedo here. Seismitoad comes in. Thundurus looking like it's probably going to be Grass Knot, excuse me. Politoad comes in, setting up the Drizzle. It Star Pulse, he used the eject button. Very beautiful play right there. Even though it was a little risky because he could have definitely clicked Thunderbolt predicting that, but whatever. Kingdra is now in and can do whatever it wants. Assuming this Thundurus doesn't have Thunder Wave, because it definitely clicks that right now to stop it from completely sweeping the team. Or actually, maybe it doesn't, because then you lose Thundurus, which is kind of one of your biggest MU winners. Then again, you still have Zapdos, but like Thundurus is offensively way better than Zapdos in this matchup, so I guess you want to try and like kind of preserve it a little bit. Prankster Substitute does help it out a little bit though. Unfortunately, Kingdra is always going to hit those Hydro Pumps. Oh, never mind. He missed one. He fished for it and he got it. That's very unfortunate for Devin, because now the Thundurus can just click Thunderbolt on him and do a lot of damage. probably won't kill, but it's still going to do a lot of damage, and God knows if he's going to hit his next Hydro Pump. So yeah, I think at this point we're just waiting for whatever Devin wants to do. I'm not sure what Lycan could be thinking about, though. I'm not sure if he's thinking about possibly nasty plotting again, predicting a switch out, or... Okay, so he got bad luck again. And wow, that Oko'd. Okay. I didn't think Leftovers Thunderous would Oko there, but I guess it did. Let's see if this is Grass Knot. We saw Dark Pulse before, and actually, no, it's not Grass Knot. We already know all of its moves. So, yeah, we're relying on Dark Pulse to really kill Seismitoad here, and I don't think that's going to be the case. But he will outspeed Seismitoad regardless, once the rain is gone. Assuming this Seismitoad is even Swift Swim in the first place, which it should be, but it might not be, because it does have leftovers. So we're gonna find out. Probably is Swift Swim though. Otherwise, he would probably have Swampert on the team, because it's better as a defensive pivot. But yeah, One True Lycan is the one that's thinking here. I think he's deciding either between Nasty Plot or Dark Pulse, and I think he's calcing maybe if Dark Pulse kills. I won't be doing any calcs myself personally during this commentary, but like, unless it's like really, really important to like figure out the game, like I guess in this situation, for example, but I don't want to like take my screen off the game so you guys miss anything. So, but if I were to make an educated guess, I would say that +2 on regular Seismitoad, Stabulous Dark Pulse probably doesn't kill at this % range, and we don't even know its EVs, so and we can't assume it's max in anything yet, because it hasn't really done anything. I think he might be calcing though. He's definitely calcing, because he has very two simple plays you can do right here. I think he definitely is just calcing to see which one is the better play. Because if he nasty plots here, he can KO Seismitoad the next turn, sub up on Sharpedo and all that. Yeah, that didn't kill. And Seismitoad was Swift Swim as predicted. So he can. So rain ended. So that means he can outspeed Seismitoad again and use Dark Pulse. Yeah, I guess he was surprised that it did like no damage. I don't know why he said that though, because I thought he would be spending the time calcing, but whatever. It might be that Seismitoad was a soul. No, it can't be a Soul Vest. It was leftovers. That's strange. I don't know why he's surprised that it didn't do damage. Maybe it's a weird set, I don't know, but yeah, it obviously didn't do much. Right now, Lycan's in a very advantageous position because he can just, assuming Keldeo isn't Scarf, he can just click Thunderbolt on like the rest of his team now that his electric immunity is gone, which was kind of a weird play for Devin to make, because now his entire team just gets heavily pressured by Zapdos and Thundurus, which is not something you really want. Especially if you're already on the back foot from losing your Kingdra, which arguably helped your team like beat a lot of things. Alright, he sends out Sharpedo. I think Thundurus substitutes here. Actually, no, I'm not sure if that's a good play. I think it's pretty... No, this is a 50-50. So, like, Sharpedo can potentially... what most likely is going to protect here, but it's possible that he doesn't. And if he doesn't, then he outspeeds Thundurus, and he doesn't have Thunder Wave to slow him down. So, I don't know. Yeah, he clicks Protect here. Does he? No, he doesn't substitute. Alright. So now he's outsped. And Devin can Mega Evolve and do Crunch, which I'm 90% sure that kills at this range. It might not, but I think it does. But yeah, we're waiting to see what Lycan does next. He's probably deciding which mon he wants to put in. I think Skarmory would be the most obvious switch in. It's still got 80%. He puts in Aerodactyl instead, oddly enough. Sacks it. And then puts in Skarmory. I guess he knew Skarmory was going to get 2-hit KO'd after Rocks. Which I guess is a fair play. Except Devin is actually Hydro Pump, which will probably break past Skarmory now that it doesn't have leftovers. Looks like it might be Rocky Helmet, actually. So that's definitely a good tech by Devin to try and get past Skarmory. Because Skarmory is notoriously one of Sharpedo's biggest walls. So using a water move to bypass that is definitely good. And yeah, we confirmed that Skarmory is Rocky Helmet. Alright, just making sure my mic is on so I don't screw this up again. But yeah, Politoed comes in. No eject button this time. I don't think he's going to pivot out. He's going to sack it. Yep, he sacks it. Sends out Keldeo. I'm not sure if Keldeo's Scarf or Specs, but he does click Hydro Pump every single time. Alright, if it's Scarf, it beats Thundurus here. If it's not Scarf, Thundurus beats it and then proceeds to possibly win the rest of the game. Because he already megaed his Sharpedo, so let's see what he does next. Alright, so he's not Scarf. Keldeo gets killed, and Thundurus is now still in an advantageous position. Hydro Pump still does a lot of damage, but he substitutes to negate that possibility. I guess Devin predicted that he was going to switch, but he may have forgotten that Thundurus does have access to substitute. So he can just kind of like bait that out. Alright, he clicks Volt Switch. He clicks Nasty Plot, which is very good, obviously. Sharpedo does not outspeed Thundurus, as you see here. And it looks like this might be a wrap for One True Lycan. And it is. So that is great. That was a pretty decent game one. I feel like Devin definitely did make a few questionable plays during this game, but One True Like, I definitely feel like Devin should have had the advantage. But Thundurus plus Zapdos proved to be very annoying for this water team to deal with, even though it offensively did do a lot more against this team. But Lycan, as you would expect, played very well and was able to use his Pokemon to gain an advantage. And because of that, he was able to win. So yeah, very good game one. Let's see when game two begins. I'm just going to spam their names. So next game we have will possibly be against it's going to be in Gen 8. Don't really know who's going to be stronger in this tier, but because neither of these players really play Gen 8 commonly, so you don't really know what they're going to bring. And you definitely don't know what their preferred playstyle is either, or what types they prefer as well. So it's kind of hard to predict like what they're going to bring, but if I were to make an assumption, I'd say Lycan brings like a really meta type, like a Water or Psychic, and Devin brings like a lesser used type to try and catch Lycan off guard, because Lycan does play very by the books in generations he doesn't know. So he's probably going to try and bring something standard and very powerful to try and beat Devin with, and just play really well with that really powerful team to really catch Devin off guard and to like outwit him, because he does have more experience. But yeah, we'll see. Let's see. The game started. As I sort of expected, Lycan brought Psychic, but not a normal kind of Psychic as I was expecting. And Devin brought something lesser used, as I thought, which was Dragon. This matchup is slightly in Devin's favor, it looks like. So, Devin has access to Hydreigon and Dragapult, which are extremely annoying Pokemon for this type to deal with. And Kyurem kind of clicks a button, not really, thanks to Jirachi. But if he kills Jirachi at any point in this game, Kyurem just clicks buttons against the entire type, but probably dies afterwards. And I also don't know what set Mew is running. It could be defensive, it could be offensive. That's the scariest part about Mew in this generation, is that you don't know what it's going to run. And that can be incredibly scary. Yeah, let's see what happens here, because this definitely looks like a Devin game, but then again, last game was kind of a Devin game, so we don't really know. But I do know Gen 8 well enough to know that Devin does have the advantage here. It's just that I know this is exactly what I said before. Lycan's going to bring something solid, and then beat him out with it. Lycan does have access to two psychic fairy types as well, so that's going to be slightly advantageous to him. So yeah, I definitely do feel like this matchup is sort of even, but Dragapult, I feel, will take this over the edge for Devin, in my opinion, as long as he doesn't misplay here. I don't think... No, Dragapult, Shadow Ball does not kill here, even... Well, Specs may kill, but I don't really think he'd be going for that regardless. Anyway, yeah, he proves to be Choice Scarf, because every single Gardevoir I know is Choice Scarf. So we already know this Dragapult is Choice Scarf. He's probably going to U-turn into either Dragalge or Noivern or... what's the name of that mon? Duraludon? Most likely he's going to go into Duraludon, but I don't know for sure because Duraludon has crappy special defense, so he probably won't be able to take whatever Moonblast comes in next. Because that's definitely what Lycan is using. So Devin's either sacking something or he's putting in Dragalge to try and take the Moonblast, which he probably can, yeah. Here comes Dragalge. Ooh, the trip up. He uses Psychic, predicting the U-turn into Dragalge. That's crazy. That's one good play from Lycan already. Powerful play, mind you. He is Choice Scarf, though, so that means Devin can technically, in theory, go into Hydreigon. I guess Devin wasn't sure if he was Scarf or not, but yeah, you can go into Hydreigon right now. At least in my opinion. I guess Devin's kind of nervous because he doesn't know if Lycan is Scarf or like a non-Scarf set. And him staying in definitely doesn't help with that either. But the reason why he's staying in is because he has no danger of staying in. He can just stay in and not really get punished for it because he still has Hatterene in case things get screwed up. And he has a switch in for almost every other Pokemon too. Yeah, Hatterene's going to completely wall Hydreigon here. There's nothing Devin can do about it, because even with Flash Cannon, you just get Drain Kissed. And Hatterene has a lot of special defense and bulk, so it just kind of doesn't, like, die at all. But yeah, Hatterene definitely is in a pretty good position, I would say. He probably wants to switch out into Dragalge, if anything, to try and predict the Draining Kiss. Draining Kiss or Dazzling Gleam, I don't know which one Lycan's going to use, but the most popular set has been Draining Kiss so far, so we'll see. Looks like both of them are taking a while to make a decision. I think Lycan just kind of clicks Draining Kiss here, because I don't think he really gets a consequence for not clicking it. Because he has Jirachi in case he puts in a Dragalge, but I guess that puts him on the back foot, which you don't really want in this matchup because you need to stay on top of Dragon, otherwise Dragon will run over you. So yeah, he probably wants to like keep as much offensive pressure as possible. Alright, he sets up the Trick Room, which is very good, but he does take a lot of damage from that Dark Pulse. That was a very strong Dark Pulse. It is a stab Dark Pulse from Hydreigon though, so obviously it is understandable that it's that strong. Let's see what he does next. Does he have Draining Kiss or not? Because the most normal set I've seen in MPL so far has been Trick Room, Calm Mind, Draining Kiss, and Psychic / Psyshock. And I don't really know what Lycan is running. because you can run anything in MPL and get away with it. But like, yeah, I don't really know which set he is. Okay, so he's Draining Kiss. He gets a lot of life back, and it looks like Devin is going to be spamming Substitute until Trick Room runs out, supposedly. Which I guess isn't a horrible play, but it does wear down one of your best Pokemon in this matchup, so I'm not sure if I particularly agree with it. Oh, he nasty plots on the last turn. Oh, wait, that's actually a very good play, because now that allows you to potentially OHKO Heteran, even though I don't really think it does. But Lycan's probably going to run the calc right now. But I think the best thing about this play is that it heavily weakens Heteran, and basically makes it like almost like absurdly hard to use afterwards, because it doesn't really set up in front of anything else. And once Heteran is that low, it just kind of becomes really bad, and it can't really like be as threatening as it once was. So that's a pretty good play on Devin's part. He gets Dark Pulse. It doesn't kill, as I said, because Heteran's stupid fat. And Heteran has 44% off of Draining Kiss now, so it did weaken Heteran quite a bit, but is it enough? We'll find out. Let's see. So Dragalge comes out to obviously force out Heteran. I think Run True Lycan might want to either sack Heteran or go Jirachi, because Jirachi absolutely walls whatever Dragalge tries to do, without like any doubt in my mind. It absolutely walls whatever Dragalge said this is. I think the one thing he's gonna try and the one reason he would try to stay in with Heteran is to like stop Toxic Spikes from coming up, which it does run in this generation, but I don't really know in particular what he's going to do. Yeah, so he stayed in, I guess, assuming that. Also, Heteran was just extremely low, so it wasn't really doing that much. Here comes Indeedee. It's going to click Expanding Force a lot. It's probably going to do a lot of damage to Duraludon if that comes in. I think he kind of claims the Pokemon here, because Duraludon has crappy special defense, so I don't think it takes a Indeedee Expanding Force. He sends out Kyurem instead. Kyurem was Sash. I wonder what that was Sash for. But yeah, Kyurem's dead here. Never mind. Wow, he knew he wasn't Scarf. That's incredible. Well, whatever. Jirachi comes in now. Yeah, obviously predicting the U-turn. That was incredibly obvious. Duraludon comes in now. Probably has Dark Pulse, but I'm not sure. Probably is going to set rocks, actually, to deny Indeedee any future entry, which actually would be the proper play here, because Wintry Lycan does not have any hazard removal. He was probably relying on Heteran to stop rocks. So yeah, I think upping here would definitely be the play. And since it's the last turn of Psychic Terrain, Indeedee can't really reap the benefits of Expanding Force anymore if it comes in. So, pretty decent play by Devin. Let's see, Lycan's probably thinking about what his next play is going to be, because he is on the back foot now, and that's not good, because that'll allow Dragon to win. He tricks Duraludon. He tricks the Duraludon, which means he was Choice Scarf Rachi in the first place, which is most likely means he's physical, because he doesn't have a physical attacker on his team, which would mean he'd get walled by Chansey completely. Alright, Dragalge comes out. Jirachi kills Dragalge without question. Never mind. Alright, so now Jirachi puts up rocks on Devin's side. I don't think Devin's ever gonna defog those rocks for him, because that would mean giving up his positioning on Indeedee. Yeah, Indeedee's at 3%. Also, he's not heavy-duty boots on Noivern. That's interesting, because most Noiverns are heavy-duty boots now. So I wonder what item he's running on him. Celebi? It might be Choice Scarf, actually. No, it can't be Choice Scarf, because he has Choice Scarf Dragapult, and he doesn't need two really good speed control options. I don't feel like that would be ideal. He's also not Frisk, so he might be, because the only other ability he would use is Infiltrator, which is definitely what he probably is right now, because if he didn't reveal Frisk, he's definitely Infiltrator, because Telepathy is absolutely useless. Yeah, I guess he might be Choice Scarf or something, or Choice Specs. Maybe even Life Orb or something. I don't know. He's definitely he definitely has to have Defog because Dragon needs Defog, but I don't know which particular set he is. And I think Lycan knows that if he kills Noivern here, or if Noivern kills him here, it's a pretty decisive game. He does still have Gardevoir in the back, so do mind that, but he has to be extremely careful, because Dragapult can now completely sweep his team if he's not careful. Yeah, I think this game might be over if Devin U-turns here. Yeah, U-turns here. Does he go immediately into Dragapult, though? I don't think he's going to go immediately into Dragapult. He's probably going to sack, like, Dragalge or something, right? Alright, he puts in Duraludon. Alright, special defense lower. I don't think that'll matter too much. Unless he's, like, Earth Power. Alright, so we got Paralyzed. Devin's spamming Flash Cannon right now. I guess hoping for a special defense lower. Alright, Runcher Lycan is now at full HP. What does Celebi do? Gets paralyzed. Okay. This is not looking good for Lycan right now, hacks-wise. Gets paralyzed again. Now he's forced to recover. And Dragapult comes in for free. Alright, so I think at this point Dragapult just... Whoa, that took a U-turn. Wow, okay. Alright, he got a crit on Duraludon this time. Alright, hopefully this time Duraludon actually dies. And Celebi doesn't get hacked again. That's interesting though. I don't know why he didn't spam Shadow Ball. Is he not... Is he physical? Is that why he didn't click? Wait, Scarf Physicals doesn't seem ideal though. Because relying on Phantom Force as a Choice Scarfer doesn't really seem like a good idea. Yeah, I don't know what that Dragapult set is then. I don't know why he didn't Shadow Ball there. That's kind of weird. Alright, Celebi got paralyzed again. Not shocking. The yellow magic is truly doing its work right now. Let's see. So, Duraludon is dead now. And Celebi is in a pretty okay range to take damage from Dragapult, but, like, we don't know what this Dragapult is running. It could be Phantom Force. But I don't think it... Actually, no. U-turn would have done so much more if he was physical. So he's definitely special. But we just don't know what he is. At least right now. I feel like Shadow Ball should do the job here at this point. But I don't know for sure. Yeah, no, it did work. And Lycan knew he wasn't going to live. Good calcing on his part. Alright, so his Dragapult is now weakened. Is this Mew Akaberry, though? That's what I want to know. Or whatever the berry for him is. Ooh. Is that... No way, that's Choice Scarf Mew. Alright, that Protect is actually really important because now we don't know if Lycan's gonna kill Dragalge again. Yeah, he doesn't, and that's a free T-Spike. That's only gonna matter for Gardevoir, though. And yeah, it looks like he is Choice Scarf Mew. That is interesting. never seen a choice card from you. And he gets the Scum Protect. That's so unfortunate for Lycan. Because now, I think he wins the game now. Because Dragalge can just Sludge Wave, yeah. And now he doesn't live. Yeah, the game's over now. There's nothing Lycan can do to win at this point. There's absolutely nothing Lycan can do to win at this point. Good play by him on the Jirachi. I feel like he should have done that a turn earlier, though. Because if he had done that earlier, Mew would be healthy right now. And could probably take, like, a Shadow Ball from you-know-who. But yeah, Dragalge is gone now. Noivern is in. I think he might want to kill off his Indeedee this turn. Because it's definitely not coming back. I don't know why he went Mew here. That doesn't make sense to me. Well, whatever. I guess we're putting in Gardevoir now and spamming Moonblast. And praying to God that Shadow Ball doesn't kill us. Yeah, I think Devin wins here. Pretty sure. Unless, of course, Jirachi somehow manages to... Okay. Wait, why was I shocked that Gardevoir took no damage? I don't know why I'm shocked. Yeah. I don't know what Jirachi could use. Could it use Trick? I think Trick actually might win here. Actually, never mind. He just lived. But yeah, One True Lycan won the series. Not bad. Yeah, I did not commentate that part right, by the way. Jirachi definitely lives a Shadow Ball from Dragon Ball, because Dragon Ball is weak as hell on the special side, so it was no wonder that Jirachi lived that, even if it was a full choice card set. But yeah, fantastic series by Devin. By One True Lycan. He definitely played extremely well. Despite Devin having a lot of the matchup advantage, One True Lycan just uses his tools properly and effectively, and as I said before, he basically outclassed him as a player a little bit. I was just able to play very offensively, very carefully, very calculated, and very wisely. And it's for these reasons that One True Lycan is one of the better players of Monotype. So, yeah, this was a pretty decent series. Obviously, it was a 2-0, so it wasn't super exciting, but One True Lycan once again proving again why he's one of the best players in Monotype. So, thank you guys for staying with me for this entire video, if you have. I hope you guys enjoyed this battle, and there will be more down the road. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Namernan, and I am signing off.